Can you tell us the 3 secret ingredients that might be found in this amazing sausage that you made for us today?
The 3 secret ingredients that might be found in this sausage are fish liver, human flesh, or shark.
Okay, sticking with the House Judiciary Rules and Administration Committee, because that 12-second clip from a television show about pulling pranks on people is the reason we had a public hearing this afternoon about amending Idaho's cannibalism law and why it is now heading to the House floor. Republican Representative Heather Scott saw that clip on social media and decided we needed to address this in Idaho because she was worried about cannibalism being normalized. We already have a ban on cannibalism on the books because of another hoax more than 30 years ago. The unfounded satanic panic in the 80s prompted lawmakers to make sure that kind of stuff was outlawed here. So Representative Scott, well, she just wants to expand the definition of cannibalism to include anyone who willfully provides the flesh or blood of a human being to another person to ingest without that person knowing. That's what she wants to do. Well, if that happens, they would also be guilty of cannibalism. So to back up her claims of normalizing from a few weeks ago, Representative Scott read from a February 14th article in The New Scientist.
Ethically, cannibalism poses fewer issues than you may imagine. If a body can be bequeathed and consent in medical science, why can't it be left to feed the hungry? And while we might think of that as super gross, there are people that are thinking like that in society. And I think it's a good protection to put in the law to preempt what might be coming.
Okay, so that article in The New Scientist was written to point out researchers have uncovered evidence that our ancestors ate each other surprisingly often. Not always as a snack, but often as a funeral ritual to honor their dead. And Representative Scott read 2 sentences from it. The part of the article Representative Scott did not share was a couple of paragraphs down. And it said, like it or not, cannibalism is an important part of our story. This isn't to say that we should change our attitudes toward it, but understanding its deep roots might shift our perspective on the few cultures that still practice it today, albeit only occasionally. It's not to say we should change our attitudes about it. It's the part she left out. Nobody testified against the bill today, and nobody voted against it. It sailed on through to the House floor.